This is a video on how to upgrade your Surface Pro 3 to Windows 10. First of all, make sure you are connected up with power, and you might want to hook up your mouse. You can Google Get Windows 10 Update. Make sure you click on the Microsoft website only. We'll copy and paste this URL and put it in the show notes. You have two choices. All we're going to do is click Upgrade Now down here. Lower left, you'll see it downloading a installer. Go ahead and open that up. It's going to start initializing. Just be patient. Once you start the process, you will go out to Microsoft's website and download Windows 10 installer and all the updates when it's done, and give yourself 20 minutes to a half hour. Make sure you're on a good connection. I would not do this on a MiFi. And click accept on the user license agreement. It's going to go out again and check for updates. At this point, it will ask you if you're ready to install. You definitely want to keep personal files, so just click install. Again, Windows will automatically go out and detect everything, so we're pretty much going to be accepting most of the defaults. Okay, this whole process of downloading the installation for Windows 10 and updating your system has taken probably an hour to an hour and a half. You're going to be met with this screen. Click Next. Just use Express Settings. Meet Cortana, that's a new search feature in the Windows 10. I would suggest to use it. Here's a description of the new apps in Windows 10 for Photos, Groove Music, Microsoft Edge, Movies and TV. We probably aren't going to use those in our environment, at least for now, but you'll get them. Photos is a new photo viewing program. Edge is the new Microsoft browser. Our standard is still Internet Explorer, and we will circle back and talk about how to make Internet Explorer the default browser once this is finished. At this point, click Next again, and it will finalize our settings. Okay, we're back to the new Windows 10 login screen. We're going to put our password in and log in for Windows 10 the first time. Give it a second to set up your desktop. You're going to get met with this information here. Okay, the first thing you'll note when you log into your Windows 10 desktop for the first time is we have a start menu that's back that functions much like the Windows 7 start menu. So let's go hit that up, and you'll see these live tiles. We are not that concerned about these live tiles. There's a lot of extra ones out there that don't really provide us any use here in our environment. So the best thing to do is remove. You do that by right-clicking and on-pin. So here's Groove Music. We're not going to use Groove Music. On-pin from start. We're just going to clean this up. Minecraft, none of this stuff we need to have on our start menus. Keep on-pinning. iHeartRadio. Here's news. If you want news, you can keep that there. Maybe resize it and make it medium. This is a program that teaches you foreign language. OneNote is good. I would hang on to that. Let's scoot that over here. We're going to remove Office. We have more plans for that. Remove this mail icon as well. Calendar, unpin. Let's leave Photos. Phone companion, I would remove that. Skype video, remove that. And Candy Crush, remove that. And Twitter. Alright, so let's maybe, you can grab them. I'm holding a mouse down, left mouse, and moving them to columns. Kind of give you more real estate on your desktop. Okay, so this is really intended for those that have a Surface that would like to use the functionality of the tablet. So let's do that. Next, let's clean up down here. This is a Cortana search. You can program it to do voice recognition and ask you questions. Let's just give you more real estate. Right click down here in the taskbar and go to Cortana and show Cortana as a icon, so at least you can get some of this back here. Okay, next we need to set Internet Explorer as your default browser because CMIC needs to use Internet Explorer. Windows 10 ships with Edge as default browser. This is Microsoft's new browser. You can play around with it. We'll leave it up here in Live Tiles, but you see it's also down here. And we need to also set it back to default. So to do that, I want you to right click on the Start button. You'll see all these different options here. We want to go to Control Panel. If you don't see this as like a category view like that, click Category and go down to Small Icons and navigate over to Default Programs. Set your default program on top here and find Internet Explorer right there, set as default. Alright, click on the X. Now right click on Edge down here. This is kind of, if you want to do this, and unpin from taskbar. And then come back to the Start menu and type out Internet Explorer. Right here, desktop app comes up. Right click and say Pin to Taskbar. So we've kind of taken out Edge and we put IE down there. And you can still use Chrome, but Internet Explorer is the default browser, and if you want to play around with Edge, it has some pretty cool features. You can write in it and make it to look like a book and all kinds of cool things, but it's still evolving. Alright, next we could take care of some other housekeeping issues. We can right or click on the Start menu, go to Settings, and you can go to Notifications and Actions, and select what icons appear in the taskbar. You can go here. So anything that shows up in the lower right corner, you can select to show. I like to show our antivirus program, Trend Micro. I think if you saw Cisco AnyConnect or a VPN client, you could do that here as well. So back out. Obviously some other areas to go here, power settings and such. That's kind of it. So this is kind of how you want your desktop to look. We like it looking clean. Again, if you want to use these live tiles, that's purely up to you. It really helps a person with a Surface that wants to go into tablet mode and use a pen. I would encourage you guys to look at OneNote. It's pretty powerful, but you do have to have a Microsoft account, and keep in mind to have that you need to create a Microsoft. When you go into the Microsoft account, you're going to be saving on OneDrive. We want you to make sure that gets saved back to the server, so that's a whole different protocol. We're going to work on best practices, how to manage your OneNote files in the near future. Lastly, you can set the weather over here under weather. Just put your city or state here. Barrington, Illinois. A lovely 26 degrees here today. And it should flip over. So that should do it for your Windows 10 upgrade. Please call the help desk or email the help desk if you have any problems. Thanks very much.